Hello booktube. Alright, so this is my first video. It's going to be a haul video because I've been spending a lot of time book shopping at some local used bookstores here in Niagara. I live in Niagara Falls, Canada. Alright, so let's get started. The first book that I got was Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. I got this at a really cool old bookstore here. Kind of one of those places where everything is kind of grimy, but there's a lot of good stuff hidden away if you take the time to look. So I found this, I was like, score! And my husband was with me, and I had originally picked up the one with the movie cover with Brad Pitt, so I was prepared to buy it. And then he found this one, so obviously I got this one instead. It's such a cool copy, and I've been hearing a lot about this book on YouTube. I did love the movie, so I have always, had an interest in reading this book, but just lately it seems like a lot of people are talking about it, so I thought I'd pick it up, grab it. I paid $5.50, which is pretty good. Good bargain. The next book I got was another one that I've heard about a lot on BookTube. Their Eyes Were Watching God, and this is by Zora Neale Hurston. And I've heard about this recently. Ashley Reardon at Climb the Stacks reviewed it, and I was following her blog as well, so she was putting some quotes and stuff on Tumblr, so I was immediately interested. This is a very beautiful copy. I'm not sure if you can see the gold flowers here at the bottom, but I'm interested in Black history. This takes place in the South in the US, it sounds like, so I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. It's gonna be a good one. Next I have Stolen by Lucy Christopher. This is another book that I did hear about on YouTube. I can't remember who had been recommending it, but it was something that it sounded good. It sounds dark, and now having read the back, it does sound very dark, very kind of disturbing actually. It's about a girl named Gemma who gets kidnapped by a guy named Ty, and it's written as a letter from a victim to her captor. It says, he takes her, before she even knows what's happening, to sand and heat, to emptiness and isolation, to nowhere, and expects her to love him. The disturbing part, I think, is later it says, against every instinct screaming inside her, will he also steal Gemma's heart. So, kind of hoping that's not what happens. That sounds creepy to me. It sounds like something that I'm not going to be on board with, but who knows. I'll read it. I think it'll be good. Next book was Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance by Robert Pirsig. This is something that I've been hearing about for years, and I've always wanted to read. It says it's an inquiry into values. Not sure what that means, but it sounds like it's going to be good. The extraordinary story of a man's quest for truth. It will change the way you think and feel about your life. So, a little bit of Zen, story about a motorcycle journey, I believe. I have also wanted to read Zen and the Art of Writing. Not by the same author, I don't think. But anything about writing or journalism, I'm all about that. So, we'll see what this is like. It looks like it's going to be a long read. I'm not sure if you can see the type there, but it's very smashed up and dark and together, but I want to look forward to that. The next book that I got is one that I've been wanting to read for years. It's called The Girl in the Picture, and it's the story of Kim Phuc, a little girl who in the Vietnam War, her picture was taken after her village was napalmed and she was burned. So she's running naked with napalm burning her skin. And this was written by Denise Chong, who's a journalist. And I've wanted to read this story ever since I interviewed Kim Phuc. She came and spoke at a local college, and I was working at the daily newspaper in the town, so I had an opportunity to speak to her, and she's so amazing, and it was such an amazing presentation. She was talking about, what she's learned in life and how she overcame the constant pain that she feels, you know, having been burned, like her skin and everything is really tight and stuff, like burns do, I guess. So she's pretty much lived her life in pain. But she's really inspirational and really strong and just such an amazing woman. So I can't wait to read this. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be a troubling read, but one that is definitely worth the time. And another one by a journalist is The World According to Clarkson by Jeremy Clarkson. He is famous for being on Top Gear, and I believe he also writes for a UK paper. He writes like reviews of cars and stuff like that, but this seems to be a collection of essays. And at the used bookstore I was at in Niagara Falls, there was 3 different ones, and this one just sounded the best because some of the essays in here sound hilarious. Too much science is bad for our health. 70s rock music is nothing to be ashamed of. And we must work harder to get rid of cricket. So I think that's the one that sent me over the edge, the cricket one. So I think that'll be pretty funny. I don't think that I'll read it all in one sitting, or not even in one sitting, like I'm never reading a book this thick in one sitting, but not all at once, because it's not a story, like a proper story, it's a collection of essays, so you can just sit down and read 5 pages and laugh and pick it up whenever you need a good laugh or you don't have enough time to actually get into a proper story. So I hope you enjoyed my first haul. I'm intending to do videos somewhat regularly here on BookTube. I'm obviously going to keep watching because I'm addicted to it. And thanks for watching.